Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So I'm going out tonight, so I thought I'd just do a little chit chat, get ready with me, and I'd film it for you guys. So I want to do something like super warm brown on the eye. I haven't done like a warm brown eye look in a while on myself. So yeah, I am a little bit sick, so if you hear anything funny, it's probably my voice. So yeah, let's jump straight into this video. So first I'm going to go in with a little bit of Urban Decay Self-Adjusting Complexion Primer, as I always do. I'm then going to go in with a little bit of the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, and this one's just like a little mini one. It's super cute. And I'm just going to pop this on all the areas where I get some pores. I don't have very big pores, but I just like to put this on just to make it extra flawless. Moving on to foundation, I'm going to use the Kat Von D Lock-It Tattoo Foundation. I haven't used this in a really long time. I can't even remember if it's the right colour. So I'm going to try that first, you know. It won't even pump out. This is a problem. It's gonna squirt everywhere. Oh. Okay, so I think that matches pretty well, so I'm going to grab this Morphe G1 brush and I'm just going to use one pump of that Kat Von D foundation and buff this into my skin. Gotta be sure to work with this foundation very quickly or it dries on you and then you can't blend it out. So that's what I'm attempting to do. I just got it all in my hair. I'll get that out in a minute. Moving on to concealer, I'm going to grab my trustworthy Tarte Shape Tape and I'm just going to conceal my under eyes and highlight my face a little bit. Okay, so I'm just going to buff that in with my Beauty Blender. Now that concealer's all blended out, I'm going to grab my Laura Mercier translucent powder and just bake all that concealer to make sure it doesn't crease on me tonight. Perfect. I'm also going to bake any like creasing that I get in my expression lines. So I get 2 right on my forehead here, and I'm also going to put some in my smile lines. While that's baking, I'm just going to set the rest of my foundation with my Australis Fresh and Flawless powder. Okay, so I think that bake has sat on there for long enough now, so I'm just going to brush it off real quick. Okay, so I'm quickly going to buff on some of the Bare Minerals Well Rested just under my eyes, just to brighten it even further, just on this XO Beauty Shimmer Tulip brush. I find this is really good to get under your eyes with a setting powder or a brightening powder. I don't know why, it's just really nice. Okay, now that I've got the base done, I'm going to move into the eyes, so I'm just going to zoom you guys in real quick. So I'm going to fill in my brows first. I'm going to use, as per usual, my Chi Chi Brow Pomade in the shade Black Brown. And I'm just going to fill in these eyebrows with this Anastasia brush number 7. I'm just filling my brows in as I normally would. I don't really know how to explain how I fill them in. I just pretty much follow the natural shape that they already are. Okay, so now that those brows are all filled in, I'm also going to go over them with a bit of this Anastasia brow powder in the shade Dark Brown. Just because I want them to be extra defined, because it will be nighttime. I'm going to grab my MAC Soft Ochre paint pot and I'm just going to prep my eyelids. I like using this better than just concealer on my eyes, especially when I'm going out, because I don't know, I can really notice the difference when I wear this as opposed to like a concealer. Like, it just doesn't crease as much. Not that my shadow really creases at all, but I can just tell the difference, like it makes the biggest difference. To start off the eyes, I'm going to use this Inglot shade in the number 337. I'm just going to pop this in my crease as my transition shade. I really like this shade in my crease, it's like my perfect transition shade. For my next shade, I'm going to jump into the Violet Voss Holy Grail palette, and I think I'm going to grab this shade up here called Transition. So I'm just popping that in the crease again, just to add some warmth to it, and just to start building up that colour, I guess. I'm now going to jump into the shade called Hashtag out of that Violet Voss palette, which is just a super nice, like, bright orange colour. And I'm just picking up that R40 brush again. I'm just going to pop this all over the crease, just to give like a nice pop of warmth. Just to make it like real nice and warm. I'm now going to grab this Inglot shade in the number 335. So on a smaller brush, this is the M518, I'm just going to pop that colour in the crease just to add some warmth and depth to the crease. This brush is really small, I like it. So on this MAC 217 brush, I'm just grabbing the shade Are You Kidding Me out of the Violet Voss palette. And I'm just going to pop this on my outer V and in my crease. I like how this is coming together. With that same brush, I'm going to jump into the shade called Brownie Points out of the Violet Voss palette again. And I'm just going to pop this right in the crease. Now grabbing the shade Dominatrix out of the Jeffree Star Androgyny palette, just because I wanted something like a warm dark brown, and there isn't like a really dark warm brown in the Violet Voss palette, so I'm just going to grab that shade out of that palette today, and I'm going to pop that on my outer V and like just in my crease, but mainly focusing on the outer edge of my eye and blending it up and out. Okay, so I think I'm going to try and do like a half cut crease, which I'm not normally very good at. So like, yeah, wish me luck. So I'm just going to grab my Tarte Shape Tape again, just to do my little half cut crease. And I'm just going to map out where I want that cut crease, and then, yeah, go from there. Now that I've cut that crease, I'm just going to set it with a light coloured eyeshadow, or you can use your face powder again, but this shadow is just closest to me, so I'm just going to grab that one. I think I'm going to grab the shade Frosting out of the Jeffree Star Androgyny palette for my eyelid colour. We'll put it on and see if it's good enough, and then I'll put something else on if it's not good enough. So I'm just going to pop this all where that cut crease is. That is so pigmented. Now that that's all done, I'm going to grab the shade Dominatrix again, and I'm just going to like diffuse this line a bit so it's not so harsh. I'm going to do that lower lash line now, and I'm pretty much going to use a mix of all the colours that I used on the top, and we're going to try and get that like similar look. Yeah. So just grabbing this shade called Transition, and I'm just going to run that under my eye. Now grabbing the shade Hashtag and popping it under there as well. Grabbing the shade Are You Kidding Me? I'm now grabbing the Dominatrix shade on this teeny tiny XO Beauty brush and just running it under my lower lash line as well. Okay, so I'm just going to pop a little bit of glitter on like my inner corner area and like on my lower lash line somewhere. So I've just grabbed some cosmetic glitter and I've just mixed it with a bit of eyelash glue because I don't have any actual glitter glue. So I'm just going to like paint this sort of in here, and it is white at the moment because the glue is not dry. I'm just gonna like fade it up a little bit. Oh, that looks cool. So I'm just popping a bit on like my lower lash line, like, I don't know, there. Sort of like glitter tears a little bit. Yes. Okay, so I just popped on some lashes. These ones are the Prima Donna by XO Beauty. I just wanted something like a little bit on the natural side, so like all the look was on like this glitter, you know, I didn't want to like cover anything up. Okay, so I'm going to grab my NYX contour kit and I'm going to grab this shade over here, this like, I don't know, cool brown tone, perfect for contouring. And I'm just going to carve out these cheekbones. Now I'm going to grab this like warmer brown shade from that same palette and I'm just going to bronze up my face on a nice big fluffy brush. So I'm just bronzing up all the perimeters of my face as well, just so we look nice and sun-kissed, and I'm also going to take it down my jawline a little bit. And a little bit on my nose, because why not? I'm just going to quickly grab the Hourglass bronzer out of this Hourglass palette, just that one there. I'm going to pop that on my cheeks as well, just because, I don't know, I sort of want like a little bit of glow to my cheeks to go with the eye makeup. I'm now grabbing the NARS Albatross highlighter, and I'm just going to pick that up on this XO Beauty fan brush if it's going to pick it up. Just so like we stick with this gold theme that we've got happening, and I'm just going to apply that to my cheekbones. Ooh, yes. I'm now going to pop on some blush. This one is the Dandelion blush by Benefit. And I'm just going to apply this to the apples of my cheeks, of course. For my lipstick, I'm going to grab the Jeffree Star liquid lipstick in the shade Leo. And I haven't worn this yet, which is why I want to do something warm so I could wear this shade. Ooh. I feel like that lipstick's a little bit too dark, but I don't care. Okay, so this is my finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I actually really like how it turned out. The lipstick's probably a little bit dark, but it's okay. I'm not changing it now. It's on there, staying. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button for me. It'd really help me out. So that's all I've got time for today, guys. I'm going to go head out and I'm going to have fun tonight. Alright, so enjoy your day and night whenever you're watching this. Bye!